Yesterday was kind of a slow sourcing day, at least compared to what it's been recently, but I did manage to find a lot of bolo brands that I expect to sell for high profit. But the majority of this thrift haul that I'm about to show you is filled with bread and butter brands. These are brands that I almost always pick up in every single thrift trip. I at least come back with a couple of items from these brands. The cost is very low, usually between $2 to $3, and my expected profit is more on the low to moderate end, at least for me, which ends up being like $10 to $15. We'll get started with the bread and butter brands. I do find a lot of it, but I also leave a lot of it behind. So I'll be going through each piece and kind of explaining what I look for when I find these items, the criteria I go through to decide whether to pick up something or not. And then we'll slowly move into the more exciting items that I don't find all the time, but that I expect to sell for a little bit of a higher profit. And then in the end, we'll go over the shoes that I found, which is not a lot compared to other times. Starting with the first bread and butter brand that I pick up all the time, and it is Soft Surroundings. Sometimes it'll have a tagless label, sometimes it'll have a brown label. If one of these other pieces have it, I'll show it to you. But this is a medium tank type dress. It has a tiara design going on, a high-low hem, and it's just a pretty purple striped color. When I get this brand, usually I like to go for the larger sizes. Although with this one, I'm not afraid to pick up a medium or a small, depending if the style is good enough. With this brand, I always like to take a look at the material tag because sometimes they do have some pretty good materials. So if this material tag at the bottom says linen, I'm more likely to pick it up. If it says modal, then I'm more likely to pick it up. This one right here is a mix of spandex, modal, and Pima Cotton. So for all those reasons, it just kind of added value to it in my eyes to go ahead and pick it up, even though it is a size medium. And aside from that, we are in the warmer months, so this has a higher chance to sell. This is the other soft surrounding piece, and this is the label I'm talking about. It's kind of like a attached on brown little label, and this one is in a size extra large, so that instantly added value to it. But also the color, I love the color of this jacket. It is like this coral peachy color, and aside from that, it has a lot of extra unique features going on. First of all, the hood is removable. Here at the bottom, this bottom piece is removable as well. There is snap buttons to remove this bottom hem part. So after you remove the hood and the bottom hem part, it'll be more like a collared shirt with these thick buttons. It also has this adjustable waist tie, zip pockets here on the chest, and these buttons, they're just this beautiful marble color. And this inner collar has a little bit of an exposed zebra print. So for all those reasons, this was a definite pickup piece by Soft Surroundings. This next Soft Surroundings piece is a little bit more on the basic side, and it is a size medium, but I still decided to pick it up because it was a little bit of a slower day. I don't remember what the material was, but I'm sure it's something like modal, spandex. It just feels like a super soft, stretchy knit material. Unfortunately, the tag came off as I was trying to take off these staples that they put on there with the pricing, so I'll have to look it up online to make sure that I add the appropriate materials in the description. It is just a basic, but I feel like it still has a chance of doing well. It does have this roll tab sleeve here so that you can adjust it to make it more of an elbow length sleeve instead of a long sleeve. Has the buttons all down the front, the collar, and it's a beautiful gray heather color. This is the next bread and butter brand I pick up quite often. It is Bryant. It is size 14-16. And it is more of a midi flowy dress. It has a high-low hem. The pattern is kind of striped or more like space dye. I'm not sure what I'm going to describe it as, but I'll figure out a way to describe it. A short sleeve. It has this tie back in the back here. Not a super exciting piece by Bryant, but because we are in the hot summer months, I feel like this has a chance of going for anywhere between $18 to like $22 or so. Next we have this plus size lingerie piece. The brand tag does say Cacique, but I know from looking at Lane Bryant's website before that this is their lingerie line. So I have been experimenting with this. I have one piece listed already that has gotten a lot of attention on Mercari. I think it's almost at like 20 likes. No one has bought it yet, but because it's getting so much attention, I figured why not try this one as well. It just has all over lace. It has the padded bra up here, and it is a size 18-20. Has the adjustable closure in the back, and just a pretty purple lavender color. This next Lane Bryant piece has a lot going for it. First of all, it's in season because they are shorts. It's this classic striped pattern. I believe it's linen. Yes, it's 55% linen, and it has the tags attached, and it is a size 26. So for all those reasons, this Lane Bryant piece was a definite pickup. It also helps that it has this belt attached to it as well. This last Lane Bryant piece that I got in this thrift haul is this beautiful blue accordion pleated blouse with the button down closure here in the front. It is more like a career piece, not so much casual, although it is a little bit sheer. You can see my hand if I put it back here. So you would have to wear a tank with it underneath. And this one is a size 26-28. The next bread and butter brand is Torrid. This is a button-down blouse in a size 2. I find Torrid all the time at the thrift store. So if it is at a good enough price point, like $2 to $3, I will go ahead and pick it up. I'll pay up for it sometimes if it's a super unique style, but as long as it's not a super basic piece, most of the time I bring it home. This here is a purple, black, and green camo print button-down shirt. It also has the roll tab sleeves so that you can adjust it to make it elbow length sleeves. So all of that I'll be sure to add to the description, because I feel like the more unique things and adjustable things your item has, the more chances people are to buy it, since they have more options with it. This is a similar piece, just in a different pattern. This one is a 4X, so a little bit of a larger size, but just your classic button down. This one does have front pockets here. It's also adjustable so that you can adjust it to make it elbow length. And I always know if it is because it'll have a button here by the elbow. And if it does, I add that to the description, and I also try to take a picture of it with the sleeves adjusted to the elbow length. Next is this Torrid knit sweater. This one is in a size 1X. It is definitely not the season for this kind of sweater, but if I come across it and it makes sense, I'm going to go ahead and pick up items that are out of season, just so that I stay stocked up for when the winter hits. I'm ready to go with at least a handful of new pieces in my closet, and if it happens to sell during the summer, all the better. This next Torrid piece is a lightweight, I don't know if you'd call this a jacket, but it looks like a jacket and also like a shirt, and it has this button closure here in the front, the adjustable hood, the adjustable waist, some snap pockets here in the front, and here at the chest as well, some pockets. The sleeves are adjustable, more of a relaxed fit, and because this is lightweight, this could possibly sell during the warm months as well, more like a cover up for someone. Then we have this classic striped dress. It is a size 1X, and it's just a slim fitting bodycon type dress. Definitely not the best Torrid dress to pick up. Most of the ones I pick up are floral. They look bohemian. They have some embroidery. So this is just a little bit more basic, but I think it still has a chance to do well. Then we have a Torrid lingerie piece. It's very similar to the one from Lane Bryant. This one is in a size 2X. It has lace here on the straps, the adjustable closure back here with a little bit of a cutout. I recently picked up a Torrid lingerie that ended up selling for I think the $25 mark. That one was new with tags, so we'll see if I can get at least close to that with this used one. The color is beautiful on this one, so I think that helps, and it is a little bit of a larger size too. Here are some floral printed black black short from Torrid. These are in a size 18. I've never tried selling printed shorts from Torrid. I don't think I've ever came across them. I have sold their jean shorts and they usually do pretty well in these seasons. So we'll see how these do. Some more Torrid shorts. These are just the basic black denim style. These are in a size 18. Never tried selling these either. I've just sold the regular blue jeans. And for our last Torrid piece, we have some denim jeans. These are distressed and they also have a little bit of like stitching or sewing going on here that gives it a little bit of something extra. The hems are raw. I'm not sure if that style is still in. These are size 14 and they are a boyfriend fit. So just a classic denim jean. Normally I can get anywhere from $20 to $25 for Torrid jeans. Next up is a J. Jill. This is also a brand that I pick up pretty often, and just like soft surroundings, I like to look at their material tag, because if it's linen, Pima Cotton, Moda, something special like that, it's more likely that I will pick it up. This one is in a size medium. I do prefer larger sizes, but I just thought this was good enough to bring home. It has a button front closure, the collar here, just a basic casual blouse that I think someone would buy. It has the slits on the side here, and the material for this one is rayon and Tencel lyocell. I've heard that Tencel lyocell is something good to be on the lookout for, so I'll have to look it up on Google to see exactly what it is and add that as a keyword if it is something that people search for. This next J. Jill piece is a little bit of a loose style, so it falls off the hanger. That's why I used this jean hanger, but it is a dark green basic blouse as well. This one is Pima Cotton and it is a size large. As I said, it was a slow day, so I was just trying to make my trip worth it by picking up things that sometimes I would have left behind. I feel like this piece is a little bit too basic. It doesn't have that much going for it. It's not even that stretchy jersey knit material. But because it was a size large, I decided to go ahead and bring it home. But normally with J. Jill, I like to stick to extra large and up. The 2XL sell really fast. Or something that's just extra unique, like a long flowy dress, oversized tunics. Those are the kind of things that usually do well by J. Jill. Now we move on to this next brand that I pick up often, and that is Knox Rose. A pretty blue color bohemian top. It has the embroidery in the front, this flowy hem down here, and the sleeves here are elastic at the end, so it makes it more like a balloon type fitting sleeve. Has this round neck here that's also elastic. And I don't know if I said, but it's an extra large, so that also helps. When I pick up this brand, those are some of the key things that I look for. That it is a larger size and that it has some type of a boho feel to it. Here's a simple blouse by Knox Rose, just a beautiful light pastel purple color with the button in the front, and it has a little bit of smocking going on as well. This is in a size extra large. Another Knox Rose blouse. It is in this light brown color with the black crochet contrast here on the sides, the cutout in the front. Also has a flowy hem down here, and it's this beautiful mix between a floral and a paisley print. I feel like these type of Knox Rose blouses perform the best. It is this more like, I don't know how to describe this, kind of like a chiffon type material, but not really. It has like bell sleeves down here, the cutouts through the sleeves, and here at the chest as well. This beautiful floral print all over, and it has this v-neck here. More of a peasant type top than a boho, although I will use both of those keywords. This is in a size extra large. And what performs the very best from Knox Rose is dresses. Although not this type of dress. The long maxi floral dresses. Those are the ones that flip the fastest for me, especially if they're like in a 2XL or larger. This is an extra large dress, and it is more of a shift, like relaxed, loose fitting dress. I still think it will do well, just not as well as the longer length dresses. This has this Swiss dot pattern all over the dress. It has this design here all around this neck here and towards the back as well. has a little bit of a tiered style going on because you can see the cutouts here on the body. So I think those first few pieces that I showed you are like my bread and butters that I pick up all of the time. As we move on down here, these are brands that I do pick up often, but not with every single thrift trip. First up, we have Athleta. I do find Athleta a lot at the thrift stores, but most of the time they're too basic or too overpriced for me to pick up. This here is an older Athleta tag. The newer ones will have a print and it'll have the style name of the item. If you don't see the style name of it printed anywhere, then more than likely it is an older piece. I do pick up older pieces sometimes, if they're anywhere between $2, $3, $4, and if they're a little bit more elevated. These here are some stretchy capri pants. They do have the double buttons in the front. They have pockets here on the side, more pockets down here, and these were fairly cheap. I don't remember exactly, but they must have been like $3. So I think a piece like this does have a potential to sell. Although I think I'm keeping these. I don't think I'll be listing them, but I just wanted to show you kind of what the differences between Athleta pieces are. This next Athleta piece are actually jeans, which I've only found once before. I think they sold for like $25 or so. These are very stretchy, in excellent condition, a gray wash. So I wanted to go ahead and give these a try. And the last Athleta piece is this skirt here. It's just a basic athletic skirt with the stretchy waist, side pockets, pockets in the back as well. And this one here is a size small. It has shorts underneath, so that adds a little bit of value. And you can always check how old the Athleta piece is. Underneath the material tag, there's a smaller tag where it has more information, and there it says that this is from spring 2018. So although it's not a super new style, it's also not very old, from like 2010 or something like that. That's why I decided to go ahead and give this a try anyway. It is in season as well. It has built-in shorts. It has enough going for it that I can get it sold, and the price wasn't that much. Now, if I were to find a newer Athleta piece that has the style name written on it, those I'm willing to pay up to like $15 depending on the piece. Those flip for upwards of $40, $50, crazy amounts like that. So be on the lookout for newer Athleta pieces, and if they're older pieces, consider them if you can get them at a low enough price. And you can always check that material tag to see how old is it. Next we have J. Crew. These here are some size 30 jeans, and when I do pick up J. Crew, it either has to be an older piece that is linen, that's silk, that is trendy, or it has to be this newer brand or this newer tag, which is like in cursive. These are just some basic dark wash jeans, and they are called the 9-inch vintage straight. Cost of goods for this was also not that much. This next pair of J. Crew jeans are also called the 9-inch vintage straight. So same kind of jean, just in a lighter wash. Next up we have Lulu'S, and this is in a size medium. It has this beautiful accordion pleated detail going on down here, the embroidery all over the top. It has the embroidery going all around the waist here as well, all the way towards the back. The sleeves here are sheer, and I think this dress has potential of doing really well. Although most of the time for Lulu's dresses, when they're more of a shorter length like this, like a knee length or shorter, they sell for less money. I can typically get like $18 for it, sometimes up to $24 if it has a lot more going for it, which I think this one does, so hopefully I can get more for it. But if you can find Lulu's in the long event type dresses, those can sell for like $35 or above, $45, $55 even, depending on how recent the style is. This next brand is Free People. I can usually spot it because of this gold plate that it has there. I know for some people, Free People is their bread and butter brand that they sell often, but for me it tends to sit a lot, so I skip it most of the time at the thrift store. I tend to gravitate only towards the larger pieces. If it's a more smaller piece, I try to at least do research on it This one here, I got it because it was only a couple bucks. It has beautiful bell sleeves, floral print all over, a beautiful green color, has this cutout here in the front with the tie, and it has buttons all down the front as well. They're like fabric covered buttons, so they kind of blend in. It is more of a flowy, relaxed fit. So I thought all of those things combined gave it a higher chance of doing well. This next brand is BKE, and these are some cutoff shorts with the contrast stitching all over the pockets, all over the seams up here. These are a size 29 and they are called the Stella short. This is definitely a bread and butter style and brand during the summer. These can flip really fast. And I guess we skipped a J. Crew piece earlier. This here is a chambray embroidered peasant style top with the cutout and the tie. This is in a size small, so we'll see how this does. I was hoping this was at least a linen blend when I found it. It's only 100% cotton, but because it has the cursive font, I know that it's a recent style, so hopefully it still does okay. Next we have some Levi'S, and this is the newer tag, the skinny one here, and it'll also say the style of the jeans written out. These are high-rise skinny jeans and they are in a size 30. They're just solid black all over. I recently sold these for $26 in a much smaller size. It was a size 27. So that's why I went ahead and picked these up. I do have a hard time moving Levi's as well. Even with these newer tags, they tend to sit for a little while. But when they do sell, it's usually for like $25 or more, depending on the size, depending on the cut of the jeans. But since these had just sold and they were only like $2 to $3, that's why I decided to pick those up. Silver Jean Company, I believe that is their newer tag. I recently started seeing it at the thrift store. I should do some more research to see what that is all about, but I'm pretty sure that is a new tag that they have. These are in a size 28 by 27. They are a boyfriend fit. It has distressing here at the knees, but it is covered underneath, so you won't be able to see your skin under these rips. Here's what the back pockets look like. Your typical S design here. In my last sourcing trip, I did find a ton of silver jeans. I haven't posted them yet, so I don't know how they're going to do. I'm hoping that they do well, but if nothing more, I know that come fall and winter, those jeans will sell for pretty good money. Next up, we have some American Eagle pants. These here are in a size 4 regular. There's some chambray style pants, or I'd say more like joggers because the hems are cuffed down here. I could also add cargo to the description and title because it has these side pockets here with the snap buttons. In the back, it also has pockets, and I believe that these were part linen. Let me double check that. They are 43% linen, and American Eagle is one of the brands that will put the smaller tag inside with the date that these were produced. So these are from 2021. So for all of those reasons is why I decided to go ahead and pick up these pants, but usually American Eagle does not do well for me. Moving forward, I am going to try to stick to this tag that looks like this, just this thin tag, because the older ones tend to sit for a long time. Next, we have 7 for All Mankind. These are called the low-rise ginger jeans. They are in a size 30, and they're just a beautiful wash. The embroidered signature logo here in the back, and then the hems, they're super wide, and they have this white panel going on down here. In the past, that usually does well in jeans when they have all of that going on. The super flared leg with the wide panel down there. In past videos, I've said that I wanted to avoid this brand just because it doesn't do as well as it used to for me. I had initially skipped these jeans, but I decided to go back and check them out a little more because of all those things, because they were super wide, they were a larger size, they had this white panel down here. And so I did some research on Poshmark and it seemed like they were doing pretty well. So we'll see how these do. And these were also like $3 or $3.50. So not that much of a risk there. The rest of the clothes that we're going to get into here are not brands that I typically pick up. I find these a lot less often than the other ones that I have shown you. Starting off with this brand called Chicos. This is a size 3. At the bottom it says that is a US size 16/18. So more like a 1X to 2X piece here. It is this cobalt blue, zipper in the front, adjustable waist tie, has zipped pockets down here, adjustable sleeves, and I don't know what you'd call this, if it is an accordion pleat, but it has this beautiful design going on here. I don't know if this would be considered a jacket or not, but it looks like a jacket mixed with a shirt. It reminds me of these two other pieces that I showed earlier. One by Soft Surroundings and the other by Torrid. Although this one looks a little bit more dressy. I do see a lot of it at the thrift store, but most of the time I pass them up because they're too basic. But this one here I thought had a lot of unique features going for it, and because it is in a larger size, I have faith that this one will do okay. The next brand is called Beta Brand. These are a size small petite. They are a pull-on pant. This brand is known for their career pieces that are extra comfortable. You can do yoga in them is their little tagline. In the back, they have these faux pockets, so they're not real pockets back there. Just some comfortable, stretchy pull-on pants. I found this brand like years ago when I just started reselling. It was one of my first few flips that flipped for like $35 or more. A super exciting flip at that time. This is a petite size, so I'm not sure how it will do. I have one listed in my closet that is also petite, that is not moving, but I did find some more in some larger sizes. Like this one right here is also Beta Brand. But this one is size medium, and it is this dark wash jean looking pant. Although I don't know about this. It says medium here, but then it says small petite right under the medium. So I'm not sure what size that ends up being. I guess I'll have to look into it. If it was just a medium, that would be amazing. I think it'd have a higher chance of selling if it wasn't a petite. But because they were so cheap, I still brought them home. Here's the next one. The same style, same thing going on. It says medium and then small petite right beside it. These are just in a lighter wash. Here's this next Beta Brand. These here do say just medium on the size tag though. And they are some leather front, and in the back it's just your classic pant material, very stretchy, faux pockets. On the side it does have zip pockets though, so that is good. This is a type of style that I've never picked up in this brand before, so I'm excited to see how this does. This is my second time picking up this brand. It's called Idlewind. And it says Fueled by Miranda Lambert. These are size 12 flared jeans here with these studding details all on the side. They look like nails actually. Some of them will have the logo on it, which is this little horse. And others are just plain, but they look like nails. So I thought they were very interesting, a beautiful design, beautiful back pockets. In my previous thrift haul, I showed that I found some boots by Idlewind. I didn't know what they were. I actually put them in my cart and I thought I would do comps later. I didn't end up doing comps and somehow they ended up coming home with me by accident. But that turned out to be the best accident because they sold yesterday for like upwards of $70. I paid $20 for them, so that was an amazing flip. And when I saw this pair of jeans yesterday, I instantly recognized this brand here. So since the boots did really well, hopefully these jeans do as well. This right here is a brand that I wish was a bread and butter brand, but I don't find it that often. It's called Rock Revival. You can always spot them from far away because they are super thick and the stitching is super thick as well. Their back pockets are very embroidered. These are some men's jeans in a size 33. They have the faux flat pockets in the back here. They look like flat pockets, but they're actually just regular pockets. These thick button looking things all over. So it's just some beautiful high quality denim jeans. I don't think I've ever picked up this brand in men's. Usually I just find it in women's. These sell for like $60 and above, and they usually sell in no more than a couple of days. Now we're going to go over these shoes. None of these shoes have been cleaned, so they'll still have the price. So I'll be able to tell you exactly what I paid for everything here. And just like the clothes, we'll start off with the bread and butter brands that I pick up all of the time, and then we'll slowly move into items that I picked up for the first time, or maybe some that I find once in a while. First up, we have Vionic. These here are some men's lace-up dress shoes. They are in a size 12. They are authentic suede leather. These were $17, but because I went on half off day, I only paid $8.50 for these. The ones I pick up are always women's. This is my first time trying it out in men's, but as I said, the pickings were slim yesterday. That's why I decided to go ahead and try those. Hopefully they do as good as the women's do. Those usually flip for a good profit and in a good time frame too. And then we have Clark's, which if you watch my channel, you know that I pick up this brand all of the time. First up, we have some booties by them. It's this nubuck leather here. It does have a bunch of scuffing, but I hope that with the Doc Martin leather balsam, I can get that cleaned up, because other than that, these look in excellent condition. They have the side zipper closure here, a chunky stacked block heel, and these were only $5. The next Clark shoe is an everyday Clark style. These were $4 half off, so only $2. They are a navy blue. I usually just pick up brown or black, so when I see a different color, I try to pick it up to see how it goes. It has these double straps here in the front with the adjustable buckle closure, and here is how the soles look. The next brand that I pick up and sell all the time is Born of Concept. These are actually just Born, but there's also Born of Concept. I pick up both and I sell both all of the time. These here are some sandals, which I pick up a lot during the summer. These were $2 and they are a size 9. I've been selling a lot of these lately. They make these in all sorts of styles. It'll be the same color, but just different cuts. Next, we have these Minnetonka sandals. There's some slip-on sandals with the braiding detail going on here. These are in a size 11 and they are genuine leather on top. I recently picked up these exact same sandals and those sold pretty quickly on Mercari for $20. These here were $2.50. Minnetonka is a brand that I like to pick up during the winter. Just recently I started finding these sandals, and since it flipped really good last time, I decided to pick it up again. Next brand is Gianni Beanie. I don't pick it up all the time, but I do pick it up pretty often. These are pretty cool because they have the platform heel, they have the studding all right here, the lace up, the high heel, and then the studding goes towards the back over here too. These are a size 10 and they are genuine leather, although I wish that I had done better inspection with these because they do have cracking leather on the inside here on both shoes. These were only $2.50. Next we have Soft. Just some classic white strap sandals. These were $5. They are genuine leather in a size 9. They have the peep toe here in the front. Just your classic dressy summer sandal. Adjustable buckle as the closure. This is a brand that I recently started picking up. It's called Vanelli. These here are in a size 10. And what's unique about these is that they have this gunmetal weird shaped heel. And the strap here, the top one, is see-through. Next up, we have Rockport, and this is the Cobb Hill collection. These are a size 9, and they are in excellent condition. These were only $5. So I wouldn't say Rockport is a bread and butter brand by any means. I don't pick it up that often. I have in the past, and they do pretty well. Anywhere from $20 to $25 is what I can usually get for them. But this is a bread and butter style of shoe. I pick up these in Born of Concept and in Clark's as well, when they have this Mary Jane looking style. And I see people call them granny shoes. These kind of shoes sell pretty well in those brands, so I decided to give this brand a try since they were fairly cheap and the bottom soles look like they've never been worn. This next shoe is my first time picking it up. It is called Pleaser, and they're just some super high heel stiletto heels. They were $5, and they are a size 8 shoe. They look to be in great condition. The bottom soles don't have any sort of scuffings or anything. The top straps are completely clear. So these here are like for performers or dancers. I've heard at least 2 other resellers say that these type of shoes do well. So I wanted to go ahead and give them a try myself. Here we have some Doc Marten vintage chunky style shoes. These were $3.50 and they are a size 6, but I do have to convert that size into a US size because I think that is a UK sizing. So they're actually a lot larger than that. But this is what these look like, just super chunky, super heavy. I believe this is my 3rd time picking up this style of shoe. I can usually get it for like $2 to $3 because thrift stores just do not value it that much. But these reselling platforms do value it, and people usually pay $50 to $60 for these. A lot more if they're super unique. These are just some basic ones, which I expect to sell for around that $50 to $60 mark. This was a style-based pickup as well. Nothing I sell all of the time. It is Coach 4. So it's like a Coach brand, but they're lower end brand. And they are just some retro polka dot heels with the bow in the front and a patent leather. The sling back here with the adjustable buckle. They aren't in the best of condition. They were only $4, so half of that, $2. Why not try it? I love picking up retro things, retro shoes or retro dresses that look like pinup styles. So I'll be sure to add those kind of keywords into the description of these shoes. Some people will pick those up, I think, as cosplays or Halloween costumes. They are a size 9 and they are man-made materials on this one. Next up, we have some Choco shoes. These are like some outdoor water type shoes. I can't find the size anywhere, so I'll have to measure the foot of these and then use the size chart on their website to figure out the size. I picked up Chocos several times before. This is an excellent summer brand to be on the lookout for. It usually sells for pretty good money. First time picking up this brand. It's called, I think, Knox. These shoes were $2.50 and they appear to be in excellent condition. I haven't cleaned them yet, so even then, they still look very clean. Even the soles, they look like new. They are a size 38. Just some classic comfort career shoes. This is also a classic comfort shoe brand. It's called Allegria. They have this embellishment all around the strap here. These are also size 38 and they are leather upper. The leather is kind of glittery here at the front. The bottom soles look excellent as well, and I paid $4.50 for these. We have some men's shoes that I probably pay too much for. They were $25. Half off of that is $12.50. They are by the brand Echo, which I have heard other resellers mention it. I picked up some shoes by them. They were women's running tennis shoes. They haven't sold yet, but I did list them pretty high. I may go in there and adjust the pricing and see if I can get them moving. But I wanted to go ahead and try these out. Just some brown leather lace-up career work shoes for men. In the comments down below, let me know, do you pick up any of these brands? If not, what are some of the brands you look out for when you go to the thrift store? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.